Hey, what's poppin', gamers? WQ here, and guess what, gamers? Today's a winning day, and it's a real opportunity for winners out there to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now and become an alpha gamer. It's huge. It's a big deal to join the W Army. You know, the biggest dab army in the world. The whole most gameplay elements. We have the most gameplay elements in the whole world. It's huge. It's crazy. We have really good gameplay. Tons of superstars in the WQ Army right now. You're gonna want to join this shit. It's huge. We're growing rapidly. People love my dick. They love me. So make sure to join. Now gamers, big developments have happened lately. Very big things. Number one, I actually started resetting recently, and I know a lot of people are like freaking out, like, well, I thought you were dependent on resetting. Like, guys, I'm not dependent on anything. I'm only dependent on the W's I take. I got big nets. Now, the thing is, I'm actually abandoning macro natural gameplay. If it's real, it's gonna be an effect, and it's gonna be something I can't control, so I'm abandoning that completely. And if it happens, it happens, but I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'm just gonna let it, whatever. Just gonna let it happen. And actually, going back to my roots, I'm going back to what natural gameplay really is, because I feel like a lot of people who follow me, they're smart people, but they either don't understand it fully, or they don't know, or they're like confused. And it's like, for me, natural gameplay, it's really a concrete, specific thing, and it's teachable, it's translatable, and it's a specific guaranteed improvement in gameplay, and it's actually dynamic. It's a dynamic improvement in gameplay too, which is huge. So I need people to learn about natural gameplay and level up, completely level up their gameplay, and Americans can get back on top, back number one. We're already number one, but we're gonna start beating the Koreans, start beating Canada. We're gonna do really good stuff, guys, really big stuff. But yeah, gamers, if you have any questions about my 10 months of no reset runs, let me know in the comments. Comment your favorite things about my no reset runs. Questions, comments, anything, things you want to know, things you liked about me. Do you like my nuts? Let me know. And then I'm gonna make a separate video on that. It's gonna be huge. And then right now, what I'm gonna do is actually gonna say one thing. I didn't really learn anything through the no reset runs, except for a few things. I became a lot better at doing arbitrary categories. I'm very good at doing arbitrary categories. I have an affinity for, I can just do it, I can pick it up, get the record. I like doing it. I'm good at no resetting, and honestly, I think I could sit down and do 50 no reset runs of virtually anything, any category, any run, very little effort. So that's kind of huge. Now, you don't become a better player by doing no reset runs. There were a lot of technical changes, but truthfully, you're the same player, right? You're gonna be the same player, and doing no reset runs or resetting, that's gonna be more of a reflection of how you think. That's not gonna change how you think. So that's worth noting. Now, the thing about the doing arbitrary categories, I'm just so much better at it than it used to be. Maybe that I did change, maybe something did change in me, because it's so easy for me to get records in arbitrary categories now. Before, I couldn't challenge it, I couldn't tackle it mentally. But now, it's like, well, I want to. It's easy, it takes like we're talking like 5 runs, and I get like unbeatable records, and it's like, well, that's not hard at all. And I'm actually thinking about, I have some ideas. I'm thinking about taking NMG very seriously, because then I'm resetting, taking NMG very seriously and putting like a week into it and just taking it very seriously. No cam, no mic, no chat, no YouTube videos. Just take NMG very seriously. Try to get the record in NMG and then move on with my life. So the thing about macro natural gameplay, macro gameplay is I really still think macro natural gameplay exists, because when I naturalize my gameplay, like for me, it's really easy to see and naturalize strategies and see like the differences and the gain and the loss in specific strategies. And it's like, I'm very good at naturalizing that stuff, and I'm actually so good at it. I've developed really good strategies for like every category. It's instant. I don't practice anymore because I don't need to practice. Like, I'm doing really, really good in that department. But I can't naturalize the speed at which I do the strategies, and that's the macro gameplay part. That's the macro aspect that I keep referring to, where it's like, no matter how natural a strategy is, if you do it too fast, you go overboard. What's the point you pull back? Like, how do you pull back? How do you know? How do you optimize that? Right? That's what I never figured out, and it's like I can't wrap my brain around it, and it's kind of like, it's annoying. It's like, I want to solve this problem, because I think there's fundamental truths that are lying under that actually lead to that, and then you could really do anything. You could really become a fucking god of gaming if you could understand the macro natural truths and then just understand natural truths of gameplay. You could really change the world. They completely change the world. And I want to teach people to change the world with my gameplay truths, because guys, the truth about natural gameplay is I think there's more power in natural gameplay than nearly anything else I've seen or heard. It's a real explanation for everything everything I notice or see, like, it's human consciousness. It dives into human consciousness, like true, deep human consciousness, and it actually explains a lot of things. It's really a shocking theory, and it's really mind-blowing to me, and it's like I need people to learn about this stuff because it's really crazy. Like, the thing about natural gameplay is I feel like I've told people 1% of the truth, the real truth behind the whole theory, like what you could do with it, where it goes. Because here's the thing about natural gameplay, guys, it's actually a real philosophical change in what we've seen in history, and it's not random, and it's not my ego that's speaking for that, because I know people want to say, like, look, I found the theory for everything. It's like these crazy, you know, like community college know-it-alls, and the guys are just high. They're just getting high on pot. They don't know what they're talking about. The thing about natural gameplay, though, is it's actually using previous ideas. I just built on it, but I did something that's really interesting that most people are not doing or have not seen before, and that's gameplay. And it's like, now I took naturalism. Naturalism is a thing. It's a real thing that's been around for a while, and I just applied gameplay to naturalism. I created natural gameplay, and that's something that is very interesting. It's a very interesting perspective on the world. It's very new. And then the thing about gameplay's actually only been around for, I would say, in seriousness, a few decades at most. Like, gameplay, I would say, has forever been around, but how much, the volume, and then the rate of the gameplay it's been an unbelievable rate in the past 15 years. It's been at an unbelievable pace, the growth and the expansion of gameplay, and that's where I'm thinking this shit's actually like real. This is very real stuff, because it's so new, and it's like, actually, if you think about it statistically, somebody has to figure this stuff out. I'm like, yeah, actually it makes sense. So I think it's completely reasonable. But yeah, naturalism's been around forever. It's like natural selection, Darwin. I mean, that was in the 1700s. That's been around forever. People know about that. People understand naturalism, but they never applied gameplay to naturalism. And then that's when, because gameplay is very new, and ego, applying ego, because that's a very deep aspect. It's decision-making, gameplay. And then the thing about gameplay, like, especially in the 21st century, like, let's say you're a chess let's say you're a grandmaster at chess, but let's say, it doesn't even really matter, let's say just take anybody, and any gameplay situation from like 1960 to like 0 BC, how many games in a day could they play? Do you think they could play? Like, how many games in a day do you think your average person, and then your most experienced person, and your most prolific gamer, how many? It's very few. It's very little. It's very few. No documentation of it, no records of it. You can't re-record it, you can't re-watch it. Basically, it's a very, very small fraction of what you can do nowadays with gameplay. It's a very small fraction, and you can't do nearly as much, almost on any level. And the other thing is, even if you want to argue somebody got very good at something in history, which is great, there's no computers. So the actual just the straight volume of gameplay and then the analysis of gameplay, it's at an unprecedented peak in history, in all of history. All of the 6.5 billion years of Earth's history, we're at a peak right now. And actually, again, this is crazy. Look at the history. Just go to history. Humans have been alive for 200,000 years. That's a long time, right? In the grand scheme of things, it's like virtually nothing, but it's a long time. Okay, so civilization's only been around for about 6,000 years. So that's like almost nothing. That's nothing of even human civilization or humanity, homogeneous, you know. So, and then of all things, it's just virtually nothing. And then you're looking at like the Industrial Revolution. That's only been around for about 200 years. Like, what the hell is going on here? So it's like we're virtually at a peak. We're at a real peak of thought and gameplay specifically. We're at a real peak of gameplay, human gameplay, what people have done in gameplay, what you can do in gameplay, where people are going, where people are headed with gameplay. We're at a true peak in all of everything, all of existence, right? Because there's never been a species or anything with consciousness or a record. There's never been a record of it, right? Because I've heard arguments that there has been some kind of civilization, intelligent civilization on Earth, you know, in like 100 billion light years away, but the problem with that stuff is there's no record of it. And gameplay is very important. Gameplay is very, very, very important because it's still decision making, right? How do you do A and B? Do you have, and this is gets into the determinism. The thing about determinism, though, I can't believe in determinism because I think things are wrong and right. I think things are good and bad. And if you believe in determinism, you can't know things good and bad, right? Does that make sense? Because like, if you believe in determinism, nothing's good and bad because everything's determined, so everything's neutral. I think things are good and bad because in gameplay you can win. You can win and they can lose, and if you win, it's good, right? So that's the natural perspective of gameplay, right? So it's like, therefore I can't believe in determinism, even though I think everything's determined from the start, right? Based on humans' understanding, right? It's determined by your understanding. So, interesting little argument there, but point is, guys, we're on a really crazy, unprecedented point in human history. In natural gameplay, we're literally in 2018. I came up with this in 2017, 2018. I discovered it. I don't think I invented it, guys. I discovered natural gameplay. Absolutely incredible. And actually, I think a lot of people throughout history have discovered natural gameplay. They either didn't have the words for it, or they didn't have the resources to expose it. And it's like, I have both. I have a mathematical mind. It's like I'm just perfect. I'm in the perfect point in human history to tell people, look, you can actually radically improve your gameplay very quickly. It's very simple stuff. Because, guys, the peak of gameplay is slowing down. It's not speeding up, it's slowing down. That's why everybody can do this. That's why everybody can do this, because the peak of gameplay it's a less extreme version. It's a more controlled, less extreme version, right? Anybody can do that, and it's like, that's why I love gameplay so much. And it's, the whole thing is absolutely mind-blowing, mind-boggling to me, and I want people to know, I want you guys to know about natural gameplay. So I'm gonna make a lot of videos in the future talking about natural gameplay, what natural gameplay is, how to do all these things, so make sure you subscribe right now to my channel. You're gonna learn the secrets of the universe, secrets of human consciousness, called natural gameplay. You're gonna learn that stuff. It's gonna change your life. It's gonna completely change your life. And I have a lot of big things coming up, because the thing about Link of the Past, guys, I like Link of the Past. I like playing Link of the Past. I don't really care anymore. I kind of stopped caring because it's like, I'm 25, Crystal is a lie, community kind of sucks. Who cares? I don't care about this. And it's like, I do kind of want the record, but you know, I don't know, my controller just broke. Like, my SNES controller broke. I don't really want to get another one. Like, I'm kind of like, man, whatever, you know. I literally might move on from the game. But I'm going to keep playing for the time being. But anyway, guys, there's big things out there. There's really big things out there. And I want to start playing League of Legends again. And I want to get I want to get America better at League of Legends, like, truthfully, because I think, you know, we're okay, but like, come on, guys, we're like importing like Koreans and Europeans. It's like, this is fucking sad. Like, we need to get some real Americans in there. And I know America, like most Americans, like, why would you play League professionally when you could be an entertainer? Like, we're better entertainment than any other country. There's no question. So like, why would you be good at the game? I agree, but and it's like, part of the reason I like look at my income. It does not come from my skill and capacity. It comes from my ideas and my entertainment value. So I think it's kind of unfortunate, but hey, you know what? I'm winning. I'm winning in every department at least. So it's like, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, because some big things are happening. Some very big things are happening, and it's gonna change the world. Like, this is literally gonna change the world. So make sure to subscribe to my channel. You're gonna change your life. You're gonna change the world. And I'll see you guys later.
Oh, this you crazy mother.